Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news broadcasted on TayNinhTV with some last events in our province as well as nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of December 23rd, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of Provincial People's Council, together with the delegates of the Provincial and the City People's Council, had a meeting with the voters of Hiệp Ninh Ward and TayNinhTV after the 16th section of the 10th Provincial People's Council and after the 13th section of the 12th TayNinhTV People's Council, term of 2021 to 2026. At the meeting, the delegates of the People's Council at the two levels reported the results of the two-level People's Council meetings and announced the results of the responses and resolutions of the competent agencies on the issues raised by the voters in the previous meeting. During this meeting, the voters of Hiệp Ninh were reflected on the issues of the football betting website advertisements appearing in public places and entertainment areas, restaurants, etc., causing the loss of urban beauty and security and order in residential areas, which need to be handled. The voters' opinion were accepted by the leaders and solution will be found as soon as possible.
On the morning of December 23rd, delegates of the Provincial People's Council, including Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial Bills Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, Permanent Vice Chairman of the Provincial Bills Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Deputy Commander of the Provincial Military Command, and the delegation of the People's Council of TayNinhTV had a meeting with voters of Thành Tân Camille. During this meeting, voters of Thành Tân Camille had opinions related to the delay in building rural roads, and they were explained and clarified. Chairman of the Provincial Bills Committee Nguyễn Thành Ngọc thanked voters of Thành Tân Camille for always paying attention and showing high responsibility in contributing ideas to build the locality. At the same time, the chairman of the Provincial Bills Committee quickly informed voters of the outstanding results of the socio-economic development situation in the province in 2024. With many comprehensive improvements, with 19 out of 21 basic targets reaching and exceeding the resolution, information on some major orientations of the province in 2025.
And on the afternoon of December 23rd, Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, along with the delegates of Provincial People's Council and the delegation of the People's Council of Gò Dầu District, had a meeting with the voters in Phước Thành Commune of Gò Dầu District. At this meeting, the voters of Phước Thành Commune has a number of opinions and recommendations to delegates of the Provincial and District People's Councils, such as a proposal to build a drainage ditch on the road near the old bridge in Phước Đông Hamlet, a proposal to extend the power line to serve the agricultural production in Route 1, Phước Hội B Hamlet, and the situation of clubs signing together causing the noise, affecting the lives of the people around, and needing effective solutions. The opinions have been received and explained satisfactorily. And ladies and gentlemen, it's still more than a month until the Lunar New Year of the snack of 2025, but many young people in TayNinh are already getting ready to dress up to take the Tết photos. Following áo dài in their hands on the bunches of brilliant apricots and peach blossoms, on creating a colorful Tết atmosphere, even though spring has not yet arrived to the land yet. According to the research, the reason why many young people chose to take the Tết photos early this is to avoid the crowds and noise often seen on the days before the Tết Eve. Gò Cán Pagoda, located in Long Thành Trung ward of Hòa Thành Town, is the photography location chosen by many young people also. Every day, this place attracts many young people to visit and take the photos. Previously, I have never worn the Vietnamese traditional costumes before, so this Tết holiday I wanted to try them on, wanted to change, and also wanted to experience trying them on and taking pictures, so I chose to wear áo dài. And with the colorful áo dài of Vietnamese costume, combined with the accessories such as the carves, apricot blossoms, lotus flowers, etc., turning taking early Tết photos into a unique cultural feature. Not only hiring the professional photographers, many groups of young people also do their own makeup and take photos of each other to save the cost while still preserving the beautiful moments. I chose to take the early dead photos for two main reasons. Firstly, if I come early, it will be less crowded and making it more convenient for me to take the photos and will be more beautiful and it will be easier. Secondly, because the ZF has many other concerns, so I have the free time, so now I take the photos early. Not just simply photos, taking photos to welcome the ZF early is greater meaning. Through the traditional áo dài and accessories but with the traditional of the dead, young people are preserving and continuing the cultural values of the nation. This is also a way for them to understand and appreciate the long-standing values of the Vietnamese traditional Lunar New Year Eve. And on the morning of December 23rd, Mr. Len Tuấn, Deputy Head of Principal Party Committee's Organization Board, led a delegation of the Steering Committee for Implementing Grassroots Democracy Regulations and Mass Mobilization Work in the province to visit and present the gifts to officers and soldiers participating in the Mass Mobilization Work Phase 2 in 2024 in Long Thanh Bắc Ward, Hoa Thanh Thao. The delegation visited officers and soldiers of the provincial police, the results of the coordination in implementing the mass mobilization work of the unit, and the deputy head of Provincial Party Committee's Organization Board, Len Tuấn, praised the efforts of officers and soldiers of the provincial police and hoped that the officers and soldiers would continue to promote the spirit of solidarity and effectively carry out their assigned political tasks, contributing with the local authorities to successfully complete the local military and defense tasks in 2024.
And on the morning of December 23rd, Mr. Võ Văn Quý, Deputy Director of TayNinhTV Radio and Television Station, and Ms. Kim Thị Minh, Vice President of TayNinhTV Provincial Women's Union, together with the working delegation of the Steering Committee for Implementing Grassroots Democracy Regulation and Mass Mobilization Work in TayNinhTV Province, visited and present gifts to the units doing mass mobilization work in the second phase of 2024 in Châu Thành, Bến Cầu District, and Trảng Bàng Thao.
On this occasion, the delegation visited and presented the gifts to officers and soldiers of Phước Tân Border Post, Ninh Điền Border Post, Pham Trảng Trâu Border Post, Infantry Company 40 currently doing the mass mobilization work in Thanh Long Commune of Châu Thành District. Visited and presented the gifts to officers and soldiers of Long Phước Border Post, Mobile International Border Post, Infantry Company 61, who are currently doing the mass mobilization work in Tin Thuận Commune of Bến Cầu District, and visiting and presenting the gifts to officers and soldiers of Phước Chỉ Border Post, Infantry Company 54, who are doing the mass mobilization works in Phước Bình Commune of Trảng Bàng Thao. On behalf of the working delegation, Mr. Võ Văn Quý, Deputy Director of the Radio and Television Station, member of the Steering Committee for Grassroots Democracy Regulations and Mass Mobilization Work of TayNinhTV Province, acknowledged and commended the spirits and determination of the officers and soldiers of the units in the campaign to support local people in cleaning up and making rural roads bright, green, clean, and beautiful.
And ladies and gentlemen, this day the Christmas atmosphere is everywhere in Ho Chi Minh City, and the churches and Catholic villages are decorated brightly and impressively, showing the joy of Catholics welcoming the birth of the God and becoming a destination for many people and tourists during this Christmas season, the festival here.
As scheduled during the Christmas season, Catholic villages in Ho Chi Minh City put on a brilliant, bright, and beautiful look that is different from usual. Many Catholic villages such as Phạm Thế Hiển in District 8 or in Gò Vấp, Tân Bình districts are become the famous, becoming destinations attracting the people and tourists during the Christmas Eve. From the streets to small alleys, Catholic villages are decorated with sparkling starlights, beautifully decorated pine trees, and diverse nativity scenes, which are jointly implemented by the parishioners. I chose the theme of the two Greek symbols, Alpha and Omega, which mean gods in the origin and the end. I meant it for the community, and the community welcomes it, and especially creates a joyful Christmas atmosphere so that we can forget the difficulties in life. Attracting a lot of tourists to my city because there are many places to visit, such as the Notre Dame Cathedral here, which is beautifully decorated this year. Everyone joins in the atmosphere of the welcoming the holiday and the Christmas season with their families, having moments of the relaxation together with very cold air, and my city is decorated very beautifully.
In the last day of the year, Ho Chi Minh City seems to be wearing a new shirt with brilliant colors, bringing a warm and joyful space for the people and tourists, happily welcoming the Christmas season and the New Year Eve that is coming very soon. And the Trang Bang Town Rice Paper Making Culture and the Tourism Festival is a unique cultural event held every 2 years, and it just happened yesterday. In 2024, the festival will have the theme of the 5th Festival of Culture, Tourism and Trade of Rice Paper Making and the quintessence of Cuisine Traditional Craft Village of Trang Bang in 2024. At Trang Bang Town Stadium, where the festival takes place, many unions and businesses have prepared the booths for this meaningful activity. The festival lasts from December 23rd to the 30th, organized with the exhibition areas, the food courts, flower and fruit display areas, and fruit sale areas also, the OCOB products, interaction and display areas, and commercial booth areas. In addition, the festival has nightly art performances with the participation of many famous artists also. And coming to the festival, the visitors and locals can explore the space recreating the rice paper making village, a famous specialty dish of Trang Bang, with a unique and sophisticated cake making process and the stories behind this traditional profession. At the same time, participating in the cultural activities such as art exhibition, folk music, and fun programs also. The festival promises to attract a large number of locals and visitors from near and far to participate and experience.
The Ministry of Finance has just issued an official dispatch to solicit opinions on the proposal to submit to the government to submit to the National Assembly a resolution to extend the period of exemption of agricultural land use tax. According to the Ministry of Finance, the exemption of agricultural land use tax contributes to encouraging organizations and individuals to invest in agriculture, farmers, and rural areas, contributing to improving the competitiveness of agricultural products in the context of international integration. Although the exemption of agricultural land use tax in the past has reduced state budget revenue, according to the Ministry of Finance, this is a solution to encourage investment and promote sustainable development of the agricultural economy. At the same time, the exemption of agricultural land use tax in the past has not encountered any problems. Localities on belief that continuing to exempt agricultural land use tax as currently prescribed for the next period is necessary. On the evening of December 22nd, at May 7th Square in Dien Bien Phu City, the People's Committee of Dien Bien Province and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism solemnly held the closing ceremony of National Tourism Year Dien Bien 2024. Speaking at the ceremony, Deputy Prime Minister Ho Duc-Phước, Chairman of the Coordination Council of the Northern, Midlands and Mountainous regions, requested that Dien Bien Province actually implement synchronous solutions, actually improve infrastructure, preserve, cultivate and promote the unique cultural values of Dien Bien Province, focus on developing ecotourism, historical cultural tourism, community tourism, developing human resources, promoting market development, respecting and protecting the national landscape and environment for Dien Bien tourism, to develop sustainably, becoming a destination of heroic history, majestic nature, unique culture, friendly people. Deputy Prime Minister Ho Duc-Phước congratulated the Trung Hoa Province on being the host of the National Tourism Year 2025 with the theme Huế Ancient Capital, New Opportunities. The closing ceremony also featured a special arts program with the theme Radiant Vietnam, ending with a brilliant fireworks display.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Cái Mép Seaport Cluster of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Province has affirmed its role in the global maritime transport chain and has a particularly important position in the socio-economic development of the entire southern region. However, obstacles in custom mechanisms and policies are hindering the development of this seaport area.
In 2024, Kaimep Port cluster was ranked 7 based on the calculation for the 5 ship size and the 8th based on the technical calculation in terms of Container Port Performance Index of the CPPI out of a total of 405 global container ports. And it is a clear demonstration of the progress of Kaimep Port area in its efforts to improve its competitiveness. Despite achieving positive results in investment and exploitation, the Kaimep Port area still faces many significant obstacles, and especially the problems related to custom mechanisms and policies. Specifically, the master plan for the development of Vietnam's seaport system shows that Kaimep Port area is common to all ports in the clusters, but the Vietnam custom law stipulates that each port of a port exploitation business, the price is the border gate, and therefore, although it's the same Kaimep Port area, each port in this area is the separate border gate. We hope that in the coming time, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province and the government will implement solutions to connect the ports in the Kaimep Port area smoothly. In addition, to develop TayNinhTV ports cluster into an international transit port, there must be preferential policies for customers, shipping lines, and port operators also. According to statistics from Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Provincial Custom, as of November the 15th of 2024, the volume of cargo containers passing through Kaimep Port area reached more than 1.9 million containers. This is a fairly low rate, not really attractive for shipping lines to choose as a transit center for goods in the region. Currently, the Prime Minister assigned the Ministry of Finance and the General Department of Customs to draft adjustments to decree and circulars related to customs supervision in the direction of facilitating the circulation of goods between the ports in the customs management area towards implementing the open port mechanism for lower Kaimep Port cluster. In the future, Kaimep area will become a seaport area with extremely large capacity. However, with the above obstacle in custom mechanisms and policies, the goal of Kaimep Port area becoming an international transit port will be difficult to realize and coming true, and it is a risk of wasting a large amount of the country's investment resources also.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.